Okay. Good afternoon to one and all. Welcome to the Alumni Talk session 3 of Civil Engineering Department. So today, now I would like to introduce today's speaker, Mr. B. Vamshi Krishna. Sorry, Mr. Vamshi Krishna P. He is graduated in the year 2013 from CMR Technical Campus, and at present he is working as Senior QA/QC Engineer at Fibrix Construction Group, Abu Dhabi. So now I hand over the session to Mr. B. Vamshi Krishna. So over to you, Vamshi Krishna. You can start.
Hi, good morning all. I think it is good afternoon there and it's good morning here. My name is Vamshi Krishna and I'm a 2013 passed out civil engineering student. First, I would like to say that I'm from the first batch of Mr. Bhaskar. I'm hearing a resound.
Yeah, you can talk, Vamshi.
Yeah.
No issue. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, now we'll just discuss about some of the main points what were highlighted in this alumni talk. You know, as we are the first batch of this college, the infrastructure of the college was good. Like we had all the facilities, including the lab. You know, a new college with new batch of students, and we expect nothing. But the college has reached more than our expectations. The facilities were like we had already established concrete technology lab. We had all the survey equipments, and that's a good thing for all the new students. And you know, you don't expect so much of equipments and so much of facilities as a first batch. As I come from a very small background, like I'm coming from Nizamabad, so there was no civil engineering department in our district. So when I was searching for a good college in Hyderabad, and I had first option was CMR group of institutions. So the first option was CMR Technical Campus. So I got the seat in the CMR Technical Campus. Second thing, just regarding the department and association, like, you know, as a new college, we thought the opportunities would be less, like exposure to the fests and technical events. But our faculty, they were very encouraging, and they were encouraging in all type of activities, extracurricular activities, technical fests, and the opportunities were high. I can explain an example. Like uh, in the beginning of the college, we attended a lot of fests, technical events. Uh, like we had some faculty like Yadugani Srinivas, who was very exposed to the who was exposed to the who was exposed to the practical civil engineering part. Like you know, not only subject, students should be exposed to the practical civil engineering part. So that was the first positive point in this college, that we had faculty like Yadugani Srinivas. And when Mr. Vijay Bhaskar Reddy sir joined the college, I think it is a complete turnover. Uh, the support from management, like first thing was the fest and the facilities were good, like you know, concrete technology lab, you know, even a college with establishment of old dates, like they don't have a facility of concrete technology, but we had a fully established concrete technology lab. And you know, that practical testing will be very useful in your actual careers. Let me explain. Hello.
Yeah, Vamshi, you can continue.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Regarding job opportunities, firstly, I want to tell that my job, how I got my job. I'm a 2013 passed out, and I got passed out in May 2013. And it was very easy for me to get a job because Siama Technical Campus has a standard that it made a lot of companies to come to college and give placements. The questions what were asked in the interview were based on the college standard what we learned. Like they were not particular in their questions were very practical questions. uh, they already know that this college is delivering a good standard of studies and good knowledge in the students. The questions were asked very simple questions like, what is the weight of cement bag? That questions are very practical questions, and we were exposed to the practical world, like some of the professors like Bhaskar Reddy and Yadugani Srinivas. These two guys helped us to know the what is actually happening in the practical world. So when we are going to the interview, such practical questions will be asked like, what is the weight of cement bag? That's a very simple question, but uh, that question means a lot to a company who wants to test the knowledge, practical knowledge of student. So that really helped us, the practical knowledge, well, what we learned from professors uh, to do projects in the project site, actual project site. Like our mini project, we have run in a project site. It was a actual project going on in Shamirpet. So when we actual project happening in Shamirpet. So what we learned there is that the practical things, how you mix a concrete, what is the ratio of concrete. If you explain it this in the book, you don't understand and your mind don't grasp easily. When you see practically that they make 7 bags of cement, then you easily notify that and that will be fixed in your mind. And when an interviewer asks a question like how many bags of cement is mixed in this ratio of concrete, so you can easily answer him. And you're answering to the interview and the confidence how you deliver the answer tells all for the interviewer. And he that yes, he is exposed to the practical world and he knows the practical things from the side. So the opportunity of the chances of selecting a candidate depends on how confident he is in answering a question, like all the questions practically answering the subject. When you're answering in interview also, when you're answering any question, they observe that how practically he's answering and how much subject knowledge he has. A question like, what is the weight of the cement, how many bags of cement is mixed? Yes, you can say, this ratio of cement has this many bags of cement. No, but when you are actually exposed to the practical world, you say that yes sir, there are seven bags are mixed in this ratio of concrete. Then he grabs your practical knowledge and he selects you. That is what happened during my interview in uh, college placement interview. And that helped us a lot. Like college gave us opportunity and the placements. Like finding a job these days is very difficult because we don't have practical knowledge. Yes, civil engineering is a practical subject, not a theoretical subject. If you want to learn civil engineering, you need to be practical and be exposed in the practical world. And Yeah, I want to talk about how to choose a career in civil engineering. In civil engineering is a vast subject. We have a lot of departments in civil engineering. When I joined the civil engineering, I don't know that we had this many streams of departments exist in civil engineering. Like in civil engineering, we have planning department, design department, structural department, quality department, and there are a lot of departments. So how you choose that which department suits me? And the first thing is that choosing your resume, how you prepare your resume. Before preparing your resume, first thing you need to point out your positives and negatives. You need to know that what are positives in you. Like you need to note down, yes, I can sit for 8 hours a day in front of a system and I can work. That is a positive point. No, if you cannot sit, that will be in your negative point. So when choosing a job or writing a resume or applying for a job, you need to know that which particular stream you will be able to survive. Like when you're listing out the positive points, you need to list out uh, like what whether I can work with the software, whether I can practically work at the site, whether I will be good at testing and analyzing, or should I or making the quantities and making the cost. So when I choose my career, uh, it was an opportunity given to me. I joined as a graduate engineer trainee in the MEIL company. So they had given me a chance to prove myself. Like they had some tests during the first 6 months of probation period. They tested my full knowledge. They tested my drawing skills. They tested my practical knowledge, specification knowledge. They tested everything, and based on the points, they have provided me a job as a site engineer. So yes, I took the job as site engineer. I didn't resist that I will not do the job of site engineer. I had other interests that I want to tell you, but as far as the knowledge, they have tested me. Like they have tested me some list of things. In that, they told that you are suitable for a site engineer. So I calmly went. I did a site engineer job for 6 months in a MAIL company on a hill. I think there is a hill. There is a village in Karnataka, Banhatti. It is very small village. It's a very clumsy village, and it's almost like a forest. I thought really I'm suitable for this job, so I was thinking of that. So I worked for 6 months. I've worked for 6 months there. I learned everything possible. Even though I was in a site, I was more focused on the technical part of the civil engineering. Like I had interest in the standards, mixing ratios. So that focus was never shifted, even though I was working as a site engineer. Then, and one day, one of our general manager visited the site, and he was just speaking to us, like he was generally speaking to us. And I don't know what he observed in me, and suddenly he told, "You just come to Bangalore regional office. You will be working there from next month." When you speak to a person, he observes your knowledge practically, and he
తిన్నావా
evaluates your technical
తిన్నావా
part.
అంటే
So that's the positive thing what happened in MEIL. In the first 6 months,
సరే నీకు పంపిస్తే వింటావా ఇది
hello.
ఇది దుబాయ్లో విన్నానమాట ఒకడు
Manish, mute your microphone. I request all the participants to mute your
సరే
microphones.
నీకు మళ్ళీ కాల్
Yes,
చేసి క్లాస్ ఇప్పుడు
Manish.
Hello. Yeah. After the 6 months of my working in MEIL in a remote village, that was the first opportunity which started my knowledge. Like, he was a general manager. He just took me to the Bangalore office and he started explaining everything to me. He gave me the AutoCAD. He said to draft. He gave me the bills. He said to prepare the bills. So if he just grabbed something from me, he thought he can do much more than a site engineer job. So that was one stepping success in my career when I was promoted to the Bangalore regional office. Even after shifting Bangalore regional office, I could not. I felt like this is not enough. So I had to take risk somehow. So then I chose to find a job not in this location but any other location which has more scope on technical part. So then I had a scope to go UAE since my father was there and he told that there were opportunities. So I went to Abu Dhabi. I came on visit for 40 days visa and I went to each and every office taking my resume. And I visited almost each office. I visited around 100 offices. Daily, I visited around 10 offices. Similarly, I visited 100 offices in the 30 days. And online, I had applied a lot of websites. So when I'm explaining about the application of jobs and door-to-door interviews, I want to explain how to find a job in present scenario. First thing, I think you need to create an account in LinkedIn. LinkedIn will help you connect with all HR managers around the world, all companies around the world, all opportunities around the world. I request all the fourth year students and also the passed out students to make an account in LinkedIn, create an account, update your status, prepare your resume. And when you resume, it should be short and sweet, 2 pages, that's enough. Everything should be included in that 2 pages. You should write positives and negatives. You should write your experience. If you are a fresher, definitely write your mini project, what you have done, and write your major project, what you have done. Definitely, if interviewer is really interested in a candidate, he will check his projects and he will ask questions on the project. So I request everyone to prepare or create an account in LinkedIn that will connect you all the HR managers around the world in India and as all other countries. And all the HR managers will definitely post the opportunities for freshers and experienced people. Not only LinkedIn is for connections, but if you want particularly one particular job, like one particular post, go to Naukri and Monster and Byte.com. These three are for particular posts. Like if you are experienced and you want to find a job in a particular post, these three websites will definitely help you. But if you're a fresher and you want to connect people all around the world, make an account in LinkedIn. LinkedIn will definitely help you. I suggest to connect to all managers in LinkedIn. Like they will be posting each and every opportunity available on their timelines. So when you see that, you can just apply or you can reply to her or him on the same time. So in preparing the resume, it's important to prepare a cover page for your resume also. Cover page, cover note, it explains what you're looking for. Your resume says what you have, but cover page says what you're looking for. Like if you're applying for a site engineer job, in the cover page, you need to mention that I am interested in this position and I'm applying for this position. In resume, you should have all your qualities, but in the cover page, you need to mention what you're applying for. So each and every position you're applying, the cover page should change. Each and every page, each and every job you're applying, the cover page should change, but the resume should be the constant one. This This may be a little difficult to make cover page for each application, but that will really help you. When I was applying for jobs online, like I applied around 150 companies per day. Here when I came on visit, I applied 150 companies per day online. What I did, I went to their website, I took the HR email ID, I prepared the cover page for that position. Like I don't know what was I interested. First, I was applying for a site engineer job. Then when I came here, but when I came here, I heard about this department called quality department, and immediately my focus completely shifted from site engineer to a quality department. What is this quality department? There are quality department includes quality assurance and quality control. And my knowledge, I have ability, my positive things. I have ability to grasp standards. Standards are my positive things. So like I grasp easily all the standards. So when I heard about this quality department through my connections in the LinkedIn, Naukri, and also in the practical people who I know, they suggested me quality department is a good department, and people who are good at technical knowledge can join this department. So I thought of this and I just Googled it. What is quality department? There is quality assurance and quality control. So when I went into deep into it, is it easily to explain? Like if you buy a phone has a specification, right? A phone has a specification. Similarly, a project has a specification. Like phone, yes, 12 megapixel, yes, battery life is this much. These all specifications a phone has. Similarly, a project has a specification. What quality department does is that in the quality assurance part, before they decide a specification, they put a they prepare a manual how to achieve this specification. Like they prepare a quality assurance manual, like quality manual. They prepare this quality assurance department. So to meet the specification, we need to prepare some guidelines, a manual for the company and also for the project. That is quality assurance. But whereas quality control, we need to control the process to achieve this standard. To achieve this standard, we need to control the system, control the process. So assurance is preparing the guideline to achieve this specification, whereas quality control is the control of the process itself. I think when I learned about this to quality assurance and quality control and the specification part, I was totally impressed. Right, I liked it a lot. So immediately I started change my cover page. I started applying for quality assurance job, quality control job. So in that way, like when I was applying for job, like I don't know which position I need to apply. So when I came here, I heard that there are many departments in civil engineering, like hundreds, not one or two. I said only 5 departments, like 5 departments, but there are 100 of departments in civil engineering. In that, quality assurance and control is one department. So in civil engineering, there are wide opportunities. Don't stick to site engineer, project engineer. There are a lot of more opportunities. Like structural department. So okay, yeah, when you're choosing a job, yes, you need to be prepared for that job also. Like structural engineer, you need to learn some software. Like structural engineer, you have to learn StatPro is a basic software for structural engineer. Like design, drafting. In drafting, there are two. You need to learn 2D and 3D. If in the drafting, like if you want to go through 2D and you don't have much technical knowledge, you can learn AutoCAD, Revit, and you can get a draftsman job. If you are really interested in 3D modeling and BIM modeling is the latest. Like modeling, you prepare a 3D model of a building. That is it's called BIM model. In design, we have two: drafting and design modeling. building 3D modeling. So structural design, then we have planning department. For planning department, you need to learn Primavera V6, and we have so a lot of softwares. Like Primavera is a basic software. In design 3D modeling also, we have different softwares. Like CATIA is a production software, production 3D modeling. Design project, Rhinos, there are a lot of projects. Rhinos is a structural part, but it's also a modeling type. So these are the three departments. What we talk about: structural, design, planning, quality. Quality department also, if you want to learn, join a quality department, I think you need to get a certification in ISO 9001. Even though you're not certified, you can survive in quality department. But if you have a chance to learn ISO 9001 and the ISO codes, you can learn it. And similarly, we have a lot of departments like that, which has prior preparation to join or to apply for the job. If you are a fresher, these points are important. Like if you are applying for a planning job, definitely you need to learn that software. Put in your resume that I am perfect in this software and I can prepare a project. I can prepare a project using this software. So immediately the HR or the recruiter, whoever sees it, okay, even though he's a fresher, I think he is confident in preparing a project using this software, then it will be very easy. That is a part of planning. And quality department, what's important about quality department, because I chose quality, and quality, I don't think India is now having a perfect quality department in the companies. Only the MNC companies have a quality department. So what I see in future is that in UAE is always competing with the world, and India also, I think it is starting competing with all the countries in the world and with the world also. So I think in the future, near future, we are going to have a quality department in all the companies. There will be a quality department in all construction companies in India in near future, maybe within 5 years or 10 years, I'm not sure. But I think I heard that there are already companies starting the quality department. What quality department does is that it controls the system. It guides the system, quality assurance, it controls the system, quality control. So I think in the future, I think in more than 5 years, I'm sure that quality department will play a huge role in India. You see incidents happening in India, like in a metro station, there is a concrete fallout, like there was a cracks in the concrete. Why this is happening? There is no quality assurance and there is no quality control. Yes, these companies, big companies, have quality department, but I don't think they're 100% applying this part in their companies. So I really hope that quality department plays a major role in India in coming future. That's why I'm totally preparing for that. The real reason for choosing quality department is that I saw the future in India, that this will come to India some coming days. So I thought I will go to this department and I will work out on it. Yes, before I joining this, when I joined the department also, I did not stop there. Like, okay, I'm doing the job, I'm getting the money. No, I never stopped learning. Like when I thought of quality department, there was one good person, like kind person, like Vijay Bhaskar Reddy. In the company also, I had one guy called Dinesh Kumar. He was my ex-manager. So what he suggested is that, no, you're doing job okay, but there is something missing. I don't know. I also thought that sometime I want to do my masters in some of the subject, but I don't know which subject I want to do that masters. But when I decided to choose quality department, then I was searching for one master subject which suits this department. So suddenly, like God's grace, Mr. Dinesh has suggested me that BITS Pilani is offering a course called Quality Management. That quality management is totally into my career. So when he contacted me, there is only 1 week spare time to apply for that seat. BITS Pilani is offering a course called Work Integrated Learning Program. It means that you can work as also apply the job. I mean, you work for the job. You can see the website, BITS Pilani website, BITS WILP. If you can note that, that will help you a lot. BITS Work Integrated Learning Program. You can search in the Google, you'll find that website, and you'll find a lot of courses, master degree programs, quality management, manufacturing management. This courses can be done while you are doing your job. That means you can do the job as well as you can study. That was really, I'm very lucky to have that course at that time. You know, I was really interested in doing masters, and suddenly I got this opportunity to do masters. And luckily, there was a branch in Dubai of BITS Pilani. So I did the masters in quality management. Quality management must, and if you're interested in becoming entrepreneur, definitely you just join this course, BITS Pilani WLP. Any of the course, manufacturing management, quality management, design management. You can choose any of the courses. This will help you guide to become an entrepreneur. Yes, I am also I am interested in becoming an entrepreneur, but it requires a capital and a good idea to become an entrepreneur. So I just was waiting for a good opportunity, like to become an entrepreneur, you need an idea and a capital. So until I get a capital and I find a good idea, I will not become an entrepreneur, but sure one day I will become an entrepreneur. So I request everyone first to prepare or create an account in LinkedIn. And if you're really interested in doing masters, don't stop your job, do job and parallelly do your masters. This will really help you. And what else we have?
Siddhartha, still time is there? Siddhartha,
Yes, sir.
time is there? Any?
Yes, sir. We have half an hour.
Still half an hour? Okay,
Yes.
okay, right. No.
Okay.
Vamshi, you can proceed, no problem. You can proceed. Right.
That's it, sir. We have much,
experience.
nothing much opportunities. Opportunity. There are a lot of opportunities, sir.
Okay.
That's it. That's what I want to say. But civil engineering is just not limited to.
Okay, give time to 1 or 2 persons. They will ask some questions.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, no problem. Yes.
Okay, Siddhartha, you can ask some questions from the students. They can interact with Vamshi. In 5 minutes, then I will close.
Sure, sure.
Siddhartha,
Yes, sir.
now the chance for the students. They can ask any questions to Vamshi regarding job opportunities. One by one, any one person, 1 or 2 persons. Okay, Ganesh, you can ask any questions. Ganesh, Mr. Ganesh. You can ask any questions from your senior, your first batch. Sir.
If you don't ask question, I will ask questions.
Okay, right. Ganesh, what if you have any doubts regarding jobs, and you can ask.
Good morning, bro.
Good morning.
It was a very informative session. I'm very glad to meet you. So I would like to know, so what are the opportunities abroad for civil engineers, and is our knowledge that we have gained from our college, is that enough for us to get into that jobs? How can we have confidence while going out with the knowledge which we presently having?
Sure, sure. I will definitely answer that. That is a difficult part in getting a job in abroad. You know what? We learn standards in IS Indian standards, right? Whatever we learn are Indian standard codes. And when you're applying for a job, for a civil engineering job abroad, you need to be aware of American standard ASTM and British standards BSEN. So you will have a problem in shifting to Indian standard to American standard or British standard. So you need to be mentally prepared to learn the standards at the earliest. Like when I joined, I had idea of Indian standards, but I had no idea of American or British standards. But what helped me is that the practical knowledge what I have, any standard will have the same basic thing happening at site. Even though the formula may be different, the person who is formulating it may be different, but what is happening at site is the same thing. Like if you have a grade of concrete in India, this one, in abroad we have a grade of concrete changing as per the conditions of the temperature. So you need to be aware that when you're applying for an abroad job, you need to be aware of American standard and British standard. So it's not that easy. It will take 6 months time, minimum 6 months time, to shift from basic Indian standards to different standards, other standards. So it's not that easy. And when you are asking a reference, any abroad guy, or you're applying for a job, abroad job, you need to be aware that your resume should show that I am aware of this standard, American standard, British standard. So if anyone from juniors need help in getting the standards, I'm ready to share the standards, American and British standards. But when you're applying an abroad job, you need to be sure that you know the standards, and that standards should be mentioned in your resume. These both standards should mention in your resume that I'm aware of Indian standard, American standard, and British standard.
So anyone, any other person? Next.
Hi there, this is Abhishek. I actually, from the past 7 years, you have you had received, you had gone to the several companies which are present in India as itself in Dubai. So what are the companies are really wanted to ensure that our civil engineer means a starter boy, say fresher. So what the companies are actually waiting for the freshers to get into their companies. Actually, in India itself, there are thousands of numbers of civilian, thousands of students are getting out from every academics. So only few numbers are getting placed. So what can you say about this? What is there really a company needs with a civil engineering guy?
I already told you, Abhishek, there are a lot of departments in civil engineering. What companies are looking for is specialized people. Like you go as a raw guy, like I know civil engineering, I studied civil engineering, but companies are not giving preference to persons who are raw nowadays, because this is a competitive world. The companies look for people who are specialized in that particular department. Like if a company, I think when you are applying for a company, job in a company, you need to go through companies about like what are their departments. So if the company has a department manufacturing, as a department construction, or a department design, so your resume or your application should be to that particular departments. So yes, companies are only preferring specialized people. As a fresher, you don't have an experience, I know that, but at least you need to show that what you're applying for a job, when you're applying for a job, that job related, at least the course, the background course, like special softwares or standards, or the subject. Like if you are interested in design, you're applying for a design job, you need to mention your positives or the special skills, that I am able to design a foundation, column or slab, whatever. I will be able to design a project with my manually, not by the software. or if you're learning a software, you should mention that I can design a project using a complete project. That should be the particular, you need to be attacked one by one. Like, you cannot be raw. If you're raw, companies will definitely not recruit you. You should be particular what you're doing. And I'm clearly telling that there are a lot of departments in civil engineering, not one department. There are hundreds of departments in civil engineering. You need to find which you are good at. Like, you need to sort it out. You need to think yourself how many what are the positives you have, what are the negatives you have, and which subject you are good at. Like, you are good at geotechnical engineering, go to that particular companies. You have companies for geotechnical studies, you have companies for structural, you have companies for quality, you have companies which has all round, uh, like they have infrastructure, they have, so there are a lot of companies, different companies. So when you're applying for a job, don't apply rawly. Just mention your particular position which you're applying and which department you're interested in. That will help you. Hello?
Trihita? Trihita?
Yes, sir.
You can ask if you want any questions. Ready?
Even I have thought that the same question. What kind of things are expecting us from freshers?
Okay.
Even I thought the same thing, sir.
Okay, right. Anybody?
Actually, so,
Abhishek Chopra.
sir, actually, when we are pushed out of the college, just we had the knowledge, means we had the knowledge which is read from the books and the surrounding labs and maybe 1 or 2 internships. But how can we gain that? What a company is going to be expected, and how can we further develop our attitude to make the company to select us?
Okay. That I will explain you. But anyway, maximum our senior covered. That maximum he covered. But I will give the 100% information to you. But what I have, since last 5 years, I am giving information. Okay, Siddhartha. Now I will discuss our 5 minutes. Then we can conclude. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, sir.
Vamsi, once again, I'm very thankful, right?
Okay.
So
I think my message was informative.
Maximum.
Yes.
I expected.
I think I told what is practical in the present world.
What I expected, that maximum I got that information. Okay, just be in wait for 5 minutes. Okay. Right.
Okay. Thank you, Vamsi bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I will discuss. All of you meet your that.
Thank you, our beloved.
Okay, right. See, once again, I am very thankful to our the first president of Civil Engineering Association, because my most important as a head of the department, my memories with students. Already I shared one image here, Mr. V.B. Reddy. So the image, see that image. We both sitting in front of candle, like not even one day. I think it is 1 month, every day evening by 6 o'clock. See, myself and Mr. Vamsi, we are doing final year projects. Not only Vamsi, almost all the first batch students are all first batch and second batch and third batch. Maximum, 50% of the students with me only after 5 o'clock. See, if you take this part, what we are doing here in front of candle, system is working, but on because of that backup. But every day that time there is no power. See, he is coming from all over, from Jidmetla, I think that time. Not only this fellow and Rajshekhar Reddy, one more fellow is there. Here, what we are doing, seismic analysis of overhead reservoir tank. This project, which I thought and Mahbub Nagar, but this is the good opportunity I got, and these students also got this opportunity. So the first, when I joined here, all these Vamsi batch students are in the final year. That means I don't have any interaction. They are almost in the final year. That means 4-1. These students only with me only 6 months me there. In the 6 months, they did the projects, final year projects. That type concrete lab is not maximum 95% is established, but I am very interested in structural engineering, so basically the earthquake engineering also. That time we don't have earthquake engineering in the syllabus also. Remember all dear students, we don't have earthquake engineering in the syllabus, even though we are doing projects on earthquake engineering. Not only that one, the most vulnerable structure during the earthquake is overhead reservoir tank. What we did, see, if you take one OHR, overhead reservoir, the same OHR at Abits, same OHR at Kandlapaya, same OHR at Jidmetla, same OHR under seismic condition, same OHR at different geometrical conditions, same overhead reservoir on the hilltop, same overhead reservoir on the hilltop left side, same overhead reservoir on the leeward side. See, number of parameters he has done manually, remember, manually he has done. Minimum, if you multiply like this, 325 parameters will come. I know very well till now. Yesterday we discussed the same project. Like this, one more person, Jay, Mr. Jay, now he is doing PhD in Allahabad. He did retaining walls, seismic analysis of retaining walls. See, this is the interest of the students that time. So I am the same person here. Now what you are doing, maximum what you are wasting your time in different ways. Yesterday I discussed that also. See, we can do lot of things with laptop. We can do lot of things. We can learn lot of things with SAD, ETAB. Not only concrete lab. See, sitting at one place, he learned a lot. At the same time, he is the first batch president also. We have done lot of things, Engineers Day, lot of sessions, lot of interaction with students. So all these things, and finally joined in a job in Karnataka. You know, he is in contact with me. Not only the Vamshi Krishna, almost all students, not only here, last 20 years back students also, they are always in touch with me only, because everything they are sharing with me. But my suggestion to them also, the first one is, yesterday what I given the same suggestion. First you should learn in the college itself. What the Abhishek question, now I will give the answer. Lot of things are going in the department. You should learn here. There is a gap. I know industry and institute, there is a gap is there. Nobody will help you, man. Remember, everybody is saying like that, we are helping, we are doing that, we are doing that. There is a bridge sessions. See, to be frank, I am open. So that is 100% not at all correct. You should learn. You should come to the faculty. You should learn something. See, this fellow did not five. In his batch, he is the only person. In other batch also only one person. They are doing single projects. Actually, in your present final year students, they are doing one project, 5 students are there. There is no students. Only one person is doing that time in 2011. In 2012 they are doing this project. See, that time there is no this much technology. Maximum sitting. See, if you want, you can check and do one overhead reservoir tank, at least one analysis, one design. How many days it will take? How he will did all these things manually. He did not use a computer. I also don't like to use computer. First manual, do the manual designs, structural designs, even geotech also. Water maybe, that is most important. But here you are thinking, sir, with is this knowledge is sufficient to get the job? Remember, this is more than sufficient to get the job outside. But if you read the textbook, if you use the laboratories, not only Vamshi Krishna, your super senior, just a super senior, he got job based on concrete technology. Only 3 questions, out of 4 questions, he answered 2 questions from the concrete technology. But now, Abhishek, I don't know which year, I don't know. But now what you learned last 2 years? Hello. That is most important. You should learn. You should learn something. You should do the project. You should come at single. Don't expect that fellow will come, this fellow will come. This is not a arts and science group.
Sir, can I interrupt, sir?
Yes.
Sir, one thing, when we are using softwares, you should know that this software works on the formula, what you're learning in the textbook.
Yes. That is the reason textbook.
You know,
is
when
first.
you know the formula and how to apply, where to apply,
Yes.
and software is nothing. Software will be 2 minutes to learn. But when you know the formula behind that software, then you will be.
See, software is as a tool. That is a helping tool only. Everything you should know. See, in a study, the study will give designs, but it is not economical. You should design it as a using SP16. You should know the analysis. See, I will give once again. See, remember the same project what we did. We both that time. Now the same project is giving to MTech, 2 MTech students, 3 MTech students. Still they are doing continuation. See, remember how many parameters will over a tank 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 heights are there. 10 heights multiplied by 2 wind zones, 20 and again multiplied by seismic 2 zones, 20 multiplied by 2, 40, and then 40 on hilltop, 40 on leeward side, 40 on windward side, 40 multiplied by 3, 120 parameters he has done in his project book. Remember, not only Vamshi, and the next is junior of Vamshi, Yugandhar did a lot of things. Minimum 3,500 pages came that project book. There is no literature, only tables and values. If you want, you can check in the department. Simply you are sitting. Who will help? Nobody will help you, man. You should come. You should listen. You should learn something. So then only you can get the job outside. Getting the job is not a great thing. So sometimes it is a very tough getting outside. See, he learned. He not only Vamsi Krishna. Now yesterday Kiran came. He is his batch only. See, there is a difference between Vamsi and Kiran, but both got job. Why? How these two fellows got job? But there is a difference in the knowledge. But getting a job, there is that difference of knowledge is not a barrier, because at the time of getting a job, there you should show something what you need. That is the reason yesterday I told you, you check yourself, what is your status, where you are standing in the subject knowledge. First you should join somewhere. The nowadays getting a job is very tough, because even if you take a software, so in America, in abroad, for software students, employees, they need brand, they need certificate. But in India, even 7th class and 10th class, some intermediate students are doing software, so data, so some jobs. So they will companies, they will take them because less salary. So we are compromising here with salary, but there is no compromise in America. But even now, even in America also, everywhere there is a problem with the different calamities. But remember, whatever may be the calamity, if you have a good knowledge, knowledge means, remember, if you finish your BTech, at least you should be able to answer 50%. That is the knowledge. Getting the certificate, once again, I am stressing you, getting the certificate is not a great thing. He asked me, sir, in which MTech also, he asked. Not only OMC, 20 years back, yesterday he asked me in which area I want to do MTech. I said simply, do MBA. Now he is the first, he is the 2004 batch, my student, working for BHEL in Kanyakumari. Now he is earning 1.5, the diploma student. Remember, my dear students, you should learn, you should read, you should work hard. This is the engineering, not arts and science group. You should put a pen on your paper. You should write number of things. You should collect the literature. You should collect the data. Simply sitting and discussing is waste. You are wasting your time. Going that job, this job. See, if once again I will tell you, your interest, if you get your area of interest, that is the most satisfaction in your life. That is the most satisfaction in your life. I got this job. This is my area of interest, the teaching. So for teaching, this is not a very easy job. If you want to teach 5 minutes, I should prepare that background 2 hours. 2 hours. Okay, for now, this is my suggestion only. So yes, he covered all things. recently he married, and may God bless you, Vamsi, once again, and thank you for this session.
Sir, just I can.
You can
just say one
conclude.
last-
You can conclude now.
Yes, yes. Yes, whoever choose this civil engineering, department or to study civil engineering, I suggest if you really don't have other option, then only change to software and all. If you are really interested in civil engineering, don't change civil engineering. Civil engineering is evergreen subject and has a lot of future also. If your conditions, your situation is not it's not positive to do a civil engineering job, then you can change. But that should be a last option. Stick in the civil engineering stream, and you will see a lot of success. Don't don't see the first job. First job is just an opportunity to you. But once you do your first job, then you will know what I have to do next. After doing the first job, if you don't feel that I should continue, then you can change it. But first do the first job, see your situation, then only you can continue your career. I think after doing the first job only, you will have a clarity on your future. That's it.
Okay.
We are at the
Siddhartha?
sir. Yes, sir.
Can you okay? Right?
Yes, sir. We are at the end of session 3 of this alumni talk series. Our many thanks to Mr. Vamshi Krishna Ghosh for accepting to be the speaker for today's session. Mr. Vamshi, your presence here today has been of invaluable support to your juniors. Thank you. And I also extend my thanks to HOD, faculty, training and placement officer, members of Alumni Association, and my dear students. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Vamsi, once again.
Thank you, sir.
Try you later. Right.
We will talk soon.
Right, sure.
Okay.